Well, hi guys. Hi. Welcome. I got my special guest. You guys probably know her. Let me bring Lily on up and let's get her up here.
Hi guys, pardon the blanket. I'm very sunburnt here. So I
Lily,
dressed
what
up
do
for
you
y'all.
think about my theme music, girl?
I love it. I love the credits. Very sexy. The show's
Yes.
in a different direction, obviously, since the last time I have been on here. I was like, oh, Silk Stockings vibes.
Yes. I'm gonna get Dom Natty's gonna be on here either tomorrow night or Monday night. We're working it out right now. So me and Dom are gonna have a good old time. I'm bringing Dom back on, so we're gonna have fun.
That's awesome. He's a good guest to
Yeah,
have on.
and I'm just waiting for Ari and Benny. She's trying to get me a good date and a time. So I told her probably Friday. They're in Ethiopia, and she's been doing a lot of different things. She said she was free Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I told her Friday. So we're just trying to get the times together. But let's do the roll call. We have my wonderful mod, Susan, in the house. Hi, Susan. We have Crazy Cat Mama. That Crazy Cat Mama is Heidi Light. That is her name, seriously. And then we have, let's see. I'm gonna wait a little bit. We have $3 Wig is here. Hi, $3 Wig. How are you, sweetie? Oh my God, Butterfly Kisses is in the house. Hi, Butterfly Kisses. AT2 is in the house. The Poppin' Man himself. I don't know if you know who AT2 is, but he's got a YouTube channel and he handles a lot of. He terrorizes the YouTube streets. How's that? But he handles other stuff too.
Here, right?
Debbie is here. Hi, Debbie. Debbie comes on with me on Thursdays. We do cocktails with Heidi. And Debbie and I just sit here and drink like I'm doing right now, like you did last night.
A little bit.
So Debbie and I have cocktail night on Thursday. So, and we discuss like the housewives and, all the different shows. So we just combine it all together and just drink and have a good time. So that's what we do. So, did you watch? Of course, you watch it. Who's your favorite couple for this season?
So we all know that I have a thing for like the crazy blonde women. Obviously, that's my type on a reality show. And so I feel like, and I watched it twice trying to remember everybody's name. Is it Stan? And I feel like I'm really gonna like Stan's woman when she gets out of jail because I feel like
Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna bring up Stan and Lisa for you so you can see them. This is Stan and Lisa.
I can't wait. I'm here for Lisa. And I want to know all about what happened to her hair. I'm very interested.
So she served 10 months? She served 10 months. So that's Stan and Lisa. So do we want to start with Stan and Lisa?
We can talk Stan and Lisa all day. I'm fascinated with Stan and Lisa.
Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Oh my. Yes, I have two Debbies in the house tonight. Hi, Debbie Chavez. Welcome, sweetie. It's nice to see you. So let's see. Where do you want to start? So you do know that Stan met her on Seeking Arrangements, right?
I do, and I think he got more of an arrangement than he bargained for. And I like Stan can make a nice snack platter, is what I will say. These are the good things I like about Stan.
Wait a minute. When he gave that damn cat that prosciutto, I was so mad. I'm like, you know how expensive that. But he's got over $2 million. So okay.
Yeah, and those cats are is it just he only has the one cat, or does he have several? Is it just the one?
I just saw the one cat, and the cat's name is Samuel, and he's like, what? He said he was 15 years old.
He looks good, and I enjoyed the snack platter. I want to know what they did in the basement, and I'd like to go down there. He just casually drops. He mixes in just little casual things that makes me think, I'd like to hear more about that. Like that she lost her hair because someone got in her face, so they yanked a chunk of her hair out. I mean, I just can't wait for her to get out of jail.
I think they yanked a lot of her hair out. She keeps saying she looks like a boy, so that means they had to cut it
Mm-hmm.
because she probably had a whole lot of hair missing. She may have been in and out of jail, but I don't think she's built for, somebody in her face. No, she probably said something. Somebody grabbed her ass.
They
And
pulled a chunk out.
yeah, they whipped that hair around, baby.
Mm.
But so Stan and Lisa, he is the sugar daddy. There is
He's
no
not
love.
buying $3 wigs. He's buying the nice one.
I don't think he's as rich as he says he is, because he says this big old house. That kitchen wasn't huge. You walk out the kitchen and you walk into the living room. How big is this damn house?
I was trying to figure that out too, because it looks like a nice house, but and I guess maybe you don't have to. Maybe that's going to be a problem for her if he is that. Some people are rich because they don't spend money, and I feel like I think Lisa and her brother might kill him too. I can't wait to see what she does to this man.
Oh my God. So she wants to meet his kids, right? He says that his daughters are not going to allow that. She's like his daughter's age. But when he says that he offers some advantages, he's got patience, he's got money, and he has a good attitude. She don't care about your patience. She don't care about your good attitude.
He's also a good lover, Heidi, according to him.
Oh yeah. He's 65.
There is no.
He's got his blue pills on deck.
Water in the world.
Oh my God! But when he said that, hopefully she can keep up with them, I was like, you mean the little blue pills need what? How long does it take for them to kick in? 3 hours?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he just takes them morning, noon, and night. She is gonna mess up that man's whole life. I can't, and I'm here for it because he's a dummy, and and if he was that rich, he needs to hire a new hairdresser.
Okay.
But
first, I thought it was a toupee. Okay, then I got a closer look at it. I don't know, but he looks like he's got hair. I don't know, but yeah, but if his hair was good.
I think what he has taken is one of those cans that you spray if you're balding and just sprayed the top and didn't spray the sides. And
so you don't think it's a toupee?
Whatever it is needs to be corrected. And but people have given me crap about. I don't like my hair. I did play with the wigs and stuff for a little bit. And I promise you guys, sometimes if you have bad hair, you try stuff to make it better. And maybe he's experimenting.
Your hair is thick as hell. Your hair is thick. Oh, okay. I am sipping. I'm drinking some Henny, and I added a little Sprite to it because, I need to be up for a little while tonight. So I'm sipping on some Henny today. And every time you go live, I'm always in my bed. I get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I get up like 4, I rip and run, and then I'll just lay down, and I probably won't go to sleep till like 3 o'clock in the morning, but I watch TV and I watch movies and stuff. That's what I do. Oh, Stan has 2 cats. I only saw the one.
One died and one is resting in peace on Stan's head. Oh my God.
That's a good Debbie. See, that's my Debbie. See, on Thursday night, she has people actually swallowing and blowing stuff out their nose. Okay. I'm sorry. When he went wig shopping for this woman, first of all, don't you have to fit the wig to your head or something?
I think that they're adjustable, and it looked like some nice wigs. And
$1,300 worth.
And she was the wig lady was really not. I really like. It sounded like she had the most sense on the whole episode. And you can adjust them, but they're really nice. And I just want to know what kind of situation we're looking at when she comes out. Like she had okay hair. I feel like he's gonna make her do weird. He's gonna end up wearing the wigs, and they're gonna end up doing some weird stuff with those wigs.
That relationship reminds me of Scott and Lindsay. Scott was supposed to have all this money. Scott was supposed to have got this house with Lindsay. Come to find out, Scott was renting the house. He supposedly made good investment choices. He made his first million when he was 25, 35, I can't remember. But if you made your first million then, and he says he only has, what did he say? He has 2 point something million. So what? Okay, where's the rest of your money? You should.
He said he made his first million at 40, and then he was very vague. It's investments in the stock market, so nothing. It's not what I don't know. It was a very vague answer as to how he.
Okay, well, my daughter-in-law made her first million last year. Okay, and she's 32. No, she's 31. All right then. So she has her own company. So what did you think about Lisa's brother, who she's calling him, who needs bail for $30,000?
I think that Stan is correct, and I think it's in Stan's best interest to leave the brother in jail as long as possible. I don't think he wants the two of them out together.
Okay, so do you think she's going to talk him into doing it, though?
Probably.
But so what do you think of a Stan's Mustang? Girl, Stan's driving a muscle car.
And for someone with I have a Mustang. They're not that expensive. For someone with $2.3 million, you would think he would be driving around in a. Again, he may be not like me and spending better with money than I am. Huh?
So he took his dead cat. He's frugal. He put the dead cat on his head.
But I mean, yeah, Stan has a muscle car, and I feel like Stan likes to. Well, he said he's young at heart. Can you imagine Stan ziplining? He said he likes to zip line.
Girl, ziplining, biking, ziplining, and making love. Oh, okay. So, when we first saw him, he said his mother used to tell them to eat all their food. He said he was eating all his food. He was getting fatter while the other kids were starving. That was in such bad taste.
That was in bad taste. That was very insensitive.
That was in bad. Debbie, that was in bad taste. It was just in bad freaking taste. I'm like, really? They could have edited that part out. But I do I actually do the charcuterie boards myself. I'll do my grapes. I'll do my prosciutto. I add some pepperoni, some salami. I do everything I do is boar's head, and I like the Vermont cheddar. I like the yellow. And then I might do like a Kobe Jack or something too. So yes, I actually do those myself, and that's just fun for me.
I might do a snack platter after this. All this talk of the snack platter making me want to treat myself.
Okay, AT2, I see your comments, baby. So you're saying they're not going through, but I see them. Hi, Amzy. How are you? AT2, I see your comments. Amzy, I watched your live this morning. I never catch her live. Probably because I was sleeping too. I saw John went live too, and I didn't catch his until this morning, but I try to watch everybody's lives. I happened to catch AT2 because I woke up and he was live, and the first thing he says is, Heidi, what are you doing up? I woke up and I was watching him, and I fell asleep. I was watching John first, and Devin on IG fell asleep. Then I woke up. It was AT2. I was watching him. Then I fell asleep. So when I woke up again, it was like 4:30, 4:45 this morning. And I've been up ever since. But no, I had a nap earlier. I did take a nap. So, what do you think about this relationship? He said that he's only been with her for 2 to 3 days. Then she went to prison. He got the message. He spent about what? What did he say? Did he say 30? How much did he say he spent on her? Like, I think he said like no, 5,000. Last week he said he spent 5,000 on her total.
What is there to buy? Someone made a comment on something the other day that was a very good point. What is there to buy in prison that costs thousands of dollars?
Someone made a comment that it was drugs. It's just like Scott and Lizzie.
Yeah, I guess, but that's just, I mean, I don't know. With them, I feel like there's going to be some sort of disaster. I feel like they are really playing up. Like, we've seen everybody else, haven't we? We haven't seen her. No, we haven't seen everybody else yet.
No, we haven't seen everybody else because we're still missing 2 other couples. No, we're missing 1 other couple. But Scott and Lizzie, yeah, they remind me of them as well. You know, he's supposed to have all this money, but he hasn't spent. Hi, KK. He hasn't spent a lot of money on her at all. 5,000 compared to Rachel spending. I mean, not Rachel.
The guy at the gas station spent 30,000 on.
Yeah, 30,000. The other one spent 25. So he's frugal. Just like I said, he is very, very frugal.
I feel like that's going to be a problem for Lisa.
She said she think they're gonna last a week. They have to last longer than that to get a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we have Daonte and Nicolle.
Mm. I have a whole problem with Daonte being able to get pleasured by something without a head on it, and that is very creepy to me. And if I found that in someone's apartment that I was dating, you don't even need a head. Like,
did you see how he threw it in the dishwasher?
I mean, but that's really the least of my problems with it. Like, it's like a Barbie torso. It looks like something discarded by the Green River Killer or something on with the limbs hacked. You don't even, it look. Thank you, KK. It looks like you don't need even a head.
No, okay. First of all, he dated this other woman from prison. She took everything he had. He lost his apartment. I think he lost his hubcap too, because he hasn't put that hubcap on that back. Yes, he was on a short bus.
And I feel like she's never gonna have sex with him. Like, she's already put it out there. Like,
there's gonna be another Destiny and Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Destiny with the secret because she liked women. Sean then put 50,000 up for her bond. You remember that? So he said last week he doesn't like a woman that's materialistic. But again, I tell you, he went out and bought her a bunch of Victoria's Secret shit, Michael Kors watch, a new iPhone, and he gave her $3,000. He gave her $3,000 in cash. So he's going to go get her. He's in Newport News, Virginia. He goes to pick her up. He's out there waiting. Telling him, bring your ass here. But then he's got a pee-pee.
And so I guess I've never picked up someone from prison. I mean, that you see that a lot on the show where they're just waiting on the side of the road somewhere. I mean, and I guess she was walking out, and I guess you can't go within so many.
I've never picked
the
up
best
anyone.
Thing I can say about him is at least he went and dressed up like a pickle. But he's very, very. Every time she did something like, "Oh, you're rubbing up on," like he's making it very clear that he wants to have sex right away.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When he said that he visited her for 10 months, he visited her 10 times. And then in the last 10 months or so, she lost her privileges because she got into a fight. I don't believe that. I
I
think
don't
she
believe
had
it
somebody.
either. I think she
I
was
don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think she had someone else visiting her, and she just told him that.
I think
I don't believe it.
And
Oh
she
my
did not want
God.
to see his creepy ass.
Yep. So that's what I'm like, how dumb is he? I cannot wait till his mother meets her because she's lying. And then did you see when he gave her the money and she was like, oh, I'm sorry. He picked her up because he couldn't let her walk. He had to carry her. It looked like he was struggling because he looks like a damn string bean. And he carried her, and then she's standing in front of him, and he's talking about, "Ooh, you waking it up," and she's rolling her eyes and shit. She don't want him.
She does not.
That's another sugar daddy.
No,
Another sugar daddy.
she needs to call Stan because he'll be available soon. But, but I mean, on the other thing, if somebody handed me $1,000, I might do a little like, oh, thank you. Like, you know what I mean? So she doesn't want him to touch her, though. Like,
No.
and he's being overly, when someone just gives you the heavies and annoys you when they breathe, the type thing. That's what I'm feeling from her. Like, she does not like to be touched. She's like, oh, let me see when she tucked the money in her bra and stuff. And
okay, she asked him. He asked her, so what's the first thing you want to do? What did she say?
Go shopping.
Thank you. Did she say, go home with you? I need to spend some time with you, baby. She said, go shopping.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I just got out of jail. Wait a minute. I just got out of prison. I don't know but sex. You knew about it when you were probably writing him all these damn letters about wanting to have sex with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, that's not going to work. So that's another Destiny and Sean. So we have Scott and Lindsay up here. Also, we have Lindsay and the other Scott, too. So we have two.
There's a lot of Scotts on the show.
Yeah.
A lot of Scotts and Sean's and Shane's and Lizzie.
Oh, my God. Debbie is too funny. Okay, we got them down. Okay, wait a minute. What else about Daonte and Nicolle? What else do you have to say about them?
I think he gives me and Daonte the heavies. He gives both, I think that, I hope he doesn't show her, what does he call her, little Daonte or something? The torso is.
Yes. No, he called her Nicolle Jr.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't show her that. And actually, I hope he does. I kind of want to see what happens. And
I don't think she's going to care because she wants a woman. She doesn't want him.
Yeah,
she has another man.
Right. Like, if that keeps him happy, she might just say,
I'm thinking, okay, do you think it's a woman that was visiting her, or do you think it was another man? Because she didn't lose her privilege. If you lose,
I think it was a man, because women typically aren't that dumb over other, like, I don't think, well, I mean, we've seen some women on here giving away some money, but I don't know. I think it could have been, it's somebody else she's been hustling, I think.
Okay. All right.
I think
so
she's just exploring her options. I'm not sure. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a man or a woman.
Okay. But she's been locked up for, wait a minute, guys. Let me just show you Daonte and Nicolle, because this is just, okay. So Nicolle was locked up for 4 years. There she is.
She was robbery and larceny.
Yep. And this is the sucker right there. His name is Daonte. My opinion. Sucker, sugar. Well, he is not even a sugar daddy because he don't have enough money to be her damn sugar daddy. He makes $24 a damn hour, supposed to be a welder, and he must be non-union because he's not making no damn money at all.
I thought he worked at the gas station.
No, well, he said he was a welder in the first episode.
I thought it showed him as a gas station clerk or something. I could be totally wrong, but I thought that. Anyway, okay, that's neither here nor there.
Well, even if he was a gas station clerk, he ain't making no damn $24 an hour. Either way it goes, his salary is all off. Because if you're a welder and if you're not unionized, something's wrong. That means that you're an apprentice. You're not really a welder. You're not certified. And yeah, so I don't buy shit he has to say. I'm just looking.
I hope he's not a welder. I wouldn't trust him operating something like that. That's He doesn't look
Of
responsible.
course not, because you're waking it up. You know, she's waking it up. She's telling that bitch to lay down and go back to sleep because she don't want it.
He doesn't want any part of it.
Oh, Nicole's kids were visiting her. Wait a minute. Does Nicolle have kids? No, Daonte doesn't live with his mother. He has his own place for the time being until Nicolle rips everything away from him like the other one did.
Well, she said that she lost her visitation privileges. So, I mean, if it was her kids, you would think she would have just said, I need some time to visit my kids. How many kids does she have?
I don't know. See, I didn't even go dig. Let me look. Nicolle is not that old. Hold on. Let me see how old Nicolle is. Nicolle is Nicolle is, oh shit. I can't find Nicolle. Nicolle is going to be,
I wouldn't think she was older than 25.
she's like 20, she's 27? She's
Okay.
27. She's 27. I had to go look. She's 27. I wrote that down the last time. So, she might have kids, but we'll find out. So, okay, so we don't think that's going to work out, right? No. Stan and Lisa, no. Let's go to Courtney and Josh. Wait a minute. I'll put the picture up. I'm going to put the picture up and put the picture up so you can see Courtney and Josh. Where are they? Wait a minute. Do I have Courtney and Josh? Oh, there we go. Courtney and Josh. There they go. Now, he's been away for 11 years.
Picture of Josh.
That's what I was about to say. This picture does him justice. Because when this mofo got in front of the camera, I was like, what the hell have they been feeding us?
That's yeah, he has lost some weight or something. And she is, okay, let's say they did fall in love in jail or whatever. So she's sneaking into visitation with different wigs on, thinking that they're not
lieutenant. She was a lieutenant. She was a lieutenant.
Dumb for throwing. She could have just resigned from her job and not told anybody what was going on. And not, but how much harder is it going to make all this that she's on probation and they can't live together?
For 2 years. Yep, 2 years. They can't stay together. But Josh says he hasn't had sex in 11 years. Right, Josh? Really, Josh? We know.
And I guess
really, Josh?
And if you are going, so the whole. Does anyone else think you're a big deal? Is that funny of a joke?
Yes.
I feel like you think it's funny?
No, he said she was wearing some pickle shirt one day, and he called her his little deal, and she got the pickle outfit. And then he says, there goes my little deal. I think he meant my little dildo, because, he was in prison for 11 years. So, I'm just, there is no way he going to tell me he ain't had sex in 11 years. So, okay. All right.
11 years. And think of also his emotional, he went in there at 19. How much has the world changed in 11 years? And now Courtney actually probably had her shit together and had a decent job and whatever. And now she got a record, and that's just she should have handled that. She should have known better than to do that. She could have just resigned. And then, not to mention the fact that we hadn't even touched on the pickle costume. Their cat meme is cute, but I'm not going to dress up like a cat to pick up my man from prison. And so she's taking. I don't think the joke's that funny. You're a big deal, not enough to dress up like a pickle.
Nope. And he says what he likes about her is that she's unique. Unique. She's unique. That's what he says. She's unique. What the fuck does that mean?
The way he said it was that she was possibly slow, but I don't think that's how he meant it. But she seems so, and I think there's also a thing. I think she was probably for the women that were available in prison. I don't know. I think there's probably a such thing as some of the guards, female guards in prison are probably. I don't want to talk about somebody's looks, but I think you'll realize that there are a variety of women in the real world now that.
Okay, Natasha's on review. Hold on. Okay, show. Okay, guys, if you see somebody on review, that means that you have to click the show button. If you can't, I'll have to do it. So I have my phone on now so I can see them. But all you have to do, and the reason why it was flagged, because Natasha put SEX in there without SE question mark. So YouTube flags comments with certain words in it. So I just okayed her comment. Sorry, but he was talking about the food is, the food is just like you see it on TV. The food is horrible. Were we supposed to be catering to this bitch? I mean, seriously. Were we? Were we supposed to be catering to them?
I don't know. I mean, and I guess it does feel. What did he go to prison for? It had to have been bad. Like 11 years.
Shit, let me go back. I thought it was arms. Hold on, let me go back. Where did he go? He did crime, burglary, and attempt. Okay, so he had burglary and attempted assault. He did 11 years.
I think is that the longest stretch of anybody that we've had on here?
Yes, so far, I think. Yeah, I think so. So far, yeah.
Like you have to learn how to work the internet, a smartphone, all kinds of stuff. Like she's gonna have to teach him everything. Everything is changed.
And your first meal, you went to get burgers and French fries. Okay, then you get back. You're eating it. He was complimenting her on how she held it down and how she built an empire for him. What the fuck? Really?
She held it down. She fucked everything up by getting her in trouble, going to visit him
Lamar had 20 years. Look at that. That's right. Lamar was in there for 20 years, but he didn't serve all 20 because he came out on probation. He did 2 years probation, right? So Lamar and Andrea. Lamar was in for 20
years. Okay. I forgot about Quayla. Okay. So we have had, but 11 years. I just also think that the time period is significant. Like his emotional maturity stopped at 19 kind of because he's been in prison.
My God. I forgot about Quaylen too. He was in there since he was 9? Yep. He did 10 to 12 years. Why do I keep forgetting about Quaylen? Because he was so forgettable. I forgot about Lamar too. Oh my God. Okay. So no, he's not the longest stretch then. We got to look that up. Who did the most time? I'm writing that down. Look, who did the most time out of all of them?
Well, at one time or over the lifetime, because that can be two different things. I'd be interested in knowing who did the most stretch at one time and total time.
He hasn't had sex in 11 years. He asked her, "What do you want to do?" She said, "Sleep." When he smiled, is there a dentist in prison? I just want to know.
I think they do have access. As far as I have heard that they, and maybe it varies by state or facility, but to the bare minimum, like have an access, they'll yank the tooth out. I don't think they do like tooth whitening or anything, Heidi. Like, if that's where you're going, I don't think they get like Zoom whitening treatments or have the option.
Oh my God! First of all, I don't see them as a couple. Seriously, I don't. I don't think they're not a couple. She's 30. Josh is 29. She doesn't look 30 to me.
She looks a little older.
Yep. He doesn't look 29 at all either, but then again, who knows? But I don't see him actually being with her for any length of time.
Well, I mean, of the ones we've talked about so far, I give them the best shot. He seems to actually genuinely like her. And I think that maybe once he's exposed to some of that might change. I think it's mother, and I mean, I just think he's gonna want him right there all the time.
I think he sees the empire that she built for him, and that's the only thing that's so stupid for him to say that. You built an empire and you held it down for me. What the fuck?
No, you lost her because you have a record harder. So at what point I wonder why he's allowed to work with her, but live with her.
Okay, you're breaking up, Lily. You're starting to break up.
Is that better?
Yes, that is.
I wonder why he's allowed to quarantine her and not live with her. Make him go
That's the same question I had. Because if you can't parole to her house, why are you allowed to quarantine with her? Because she is on probation and she is being monitored by the sheriff's department. That makes no sense to me. They had to get special permission or something.
I don't understand why they would allow. You're not allowed. Why you would be allowed to quarantine with her? And if she hadn't went around about this, all she had to do when she was resign and didn't tell them why and go work at another city or something. Now, is he ever going to be allowed to live with her?
Not as long as she's on probation.
Okay.
Okay, you see what Lisa said? So there's another person that loves your hat. KK loves your hat. Lisa loves your hat.
It's actually Kendall's hat, but I like it too.
Where is Kendall?
He actually has family in town, so he is visiting them.
Oh my God, he is so funny. Okay, let's look at, so what do you think? You think that they've got a good chance of making it, right?
I wouldn't say good. I'm saying best. I'm giving them 50-50.
Okay, so let's see our next couple. We're gonna go with there we go. Rachel and Doug. Doug served 4 years, but remember, Doug's been in and out of prison since he was 18 years old. Okay?
And Doug's not going to talk like that on the phone. Oh, are you guys there?
Are you there? Okay.
I'm sure, yes.
So, what do you think about Rachel and Doug? There's 2 days until he's released. So, what do you think? Just so you guys know, we're under a bad thunderstorm watch today too. It's been dark as hell here in Houston, and the wind is just blowing. So we're under a bad thunderstorm warning. So we're going to see what happens tonight.
I think that I'm not going to give the. I don't think they're going to last just from hearing the way he talked to her on the phone. That was. Yeah, you don't have the leeway to be yelling at people like that are doing stuff for you when you're locked up, and she's spent what, 30,000 on him.
30,000. But what do you think about the fact that this is her second convict marriage? The first one was addicted to heroin. She didn't say that last week, but it's coming out this week.
I think she has this, and most of the people that we have seen on the show, when it doesn't work out, most of them go back to another inmate. I mean, that's just some people's type, I guess. And I think with some people, there's a certain comfort in it, like where the person is, you're their savior, you're all they have to talk to, and they like that. And then when the person gets out and you no longer have the control over them, then that's when it falls apart. But some people enjoy, apparently, the experience of dating someone incarcerated. But how many happy endings do we have? Like Lacey and Sean, maybe?
Nope. Nope. Brittany and Marcelino, Lacey and Sean. Shane got locked. Wait a minute. Shane just went to jail for animal cruelty causing death. She was out in the club with John. Yeah, I don't know, but they're back on Life After Lockup. That's coming in July. They're back on Life After Lockup.
And I want to know the details of the animal cruelty. That's a special kind of mean charge.
But then, in the preview I saw what she said, that she's the reason why you're not effing me. So maybe Shane is cheating on her?
I don't know. They know how to make good TV, though. I think Lacey's very smart.
Okay, so Debbie says she gives them 2 weeks. I'm going to write this down, Debbie. 2 weeks for you. So, okay. So with them, she said the longest amount of time he's been out of prison is 40 days, girl. 40 days.
I give him 30 days.
Okay, Debbie's giving him 2 weeks. You're giving him 30 days. Lily, 30 days. You know, she said that he wants to get her name tattooed on his penis. Really? Why?
He has tattoos all over the place. And I think it's bull. When I wrote to her for pure friendship intentions, was it, Rachel? And I don't believe that. She knew what she was doing, but I do feel bad. I've seen in the groups where people are like comparing her. I feel bad when they go after. She's not that unattractive of a girl. Like in some scenes, she looks attractive and think, you know, but
okay. She's 4'9". He's 6 foot, what, 5, 6 something. So here's the thing. She's already got his son living there.
That's odd. Where's the mother?
She has a really bad drug habit. So she was getting the little boy every weekend or every other weekend. Then when the panoramic hit, he just stayed there. So she's had him living there. She wants to adopt his little boy. They're married, but the mother would have to sign off on that. I don't see where the dad has full custody, or she has severed the mother's parental rights.
Yeah, and then if she adopts the little boy and he's back in jail forever, then she's that boy's legal guardian, which may be the best thing if that's the situation he's in. I agree, Debbie. Harsh facial angles, but she's not ugly. But that's a big, because I don't think that this marriage is going to last. But whether it lasts or not, if she adopts that child, she's that mother, and that might be.
I think she's bringing the little boy there in order to try to keep the dad there.
That could be true too.
I mean, I want to think that she's doing what's best for the son, but I'm thinking he's coming out. They need time to get to know each other. They got married after dating for 10 months. They've been married for 4 months. Well, 9 months. They've been married for 4 of those 9. So
they didn't date or anything. She visited him in prison.
Well, okay, he's been in prison, you know, and it was okay because her ex-husband was already locked up. He had already gone back to prison, and she was only looking for a friend. But how do you marry somebody when you're only looking for a damn friend?
Right.
So what do you think? You're saying 30 days. Debbie said 2 weeks. Is there anything else about Rachel and Doug that stands out to you that you might want to? Anything else about them?
Debbie was asking, like, the kid's grandmother. Why is he living with? Is there just no one else? And if so, that's sad.
No, she said the reason why he's staying with her now is because the pandemic hit. So he was already there and she kept him. So, okay, but where is the mother? You know what I mean? Where is the mother? And yes, Debbie, where is the grandmother? Where is somebody? No, this is the one that got fired. The one that got fired is the lieutenant, and she is with Josh. That'll be Courtney. So let me see. This is the one that got fired. That's Courtney. So she got fired. That's the one that got fired. So I don't know where the grandparents are. I don't know how that happens, but okay, you're just going to keep somebody. There's no aunts, yeah, that's kind of strange. So, but she said that the mother was hooked on drugs.
And at this point, they could come back and get him. Like,
Hi, Black Lavender. That's Black Lavender. Hi, Black Lavender. But no, so okay. So let's go on to that last couple. Oh Lord. I'm so embarrassed. I can't take the wigs. I can't take the mother's hairline way back here. I can't take the sister, with the wig here. I can't take her with the wig. Can I just say I need everybody on reality TV that wears wigs to contact Portia Williams for some gold naked hair. I keep saying it. They need Portia to outfit every goddamn show with some gold naked hair. I'm serious because I can't take it. I can't take it. So now that I got that off my chest, Britney and Ray. And she's here in Houston too.
Oh, maybe.
And his dad lives here in Humble, where I live.
Maybe you'll. Talks like she has some family talks. So far, she seems like the most normal.
Oh yeah, or the wig lady from Bell Collective. Yes, we need some better wigs because these $3 wig from Walgreens. Sorry, $3 wig, but are these Party City wigs? Or these Sally Beauty Shop wigs. I'm sorry, baby. Okay, you can go buy some hair and make your own damn wig. I see my cousin do it in her shop in New Orleans all the time. She makes custom wigs for people. Okay, so
Dan needs to take wig shopping. He did do good at the wig store, I think.
Yeah, I mean, even the wigs where Stan went, those look good, but I haven't seen them on yet.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, we need some better hair. I'm so serious. I can't take it. And then, she said her parents are well off. Okay, her parents live out past Missouri City where my brother and my best friend lives out there in that subdivision. I know exactly where she's at. When I saw her driving, I'm like, oh shit, I know where she's at. But they have a little money. Okay. They didn't raise her like that. So what did you think of a Britney and Ray and when she's talking to the parents?
I think that, to me, again, she's normal out of the people on here. And I think they reacted as anybody would when you, as a typical family would, if you're saying, hey, mom and dad, I'm dating someone that's in prison. And it's like, we raised you to have other options and not accept that. And not that people in prison cannot rehabilitate.
No, it's not called prison. It's the Crossbar Hotel is what her dad called it. I like that. The Crossbar Hotel.
And that's just, I know, I mean, any family with I'm trying to phrase this without offending anyone or saying it offensively. Any family that is not, would your family question it, or would you question it if you have a son, right, Heidi?
I have 3 sons.
Okay, so if one of your sons came to you and said, hey, I'm dating a woman that's in prison, I've spent this money, we're gonna get married, how would you react to that? So that's what I'm saying.
Look, I will be minus a son. Look, I will be minus a son. Well, no, let me tell you how my sons do. I'm serious. When my oldest son wanted me to meet the girl he had been dating, he called me, told me he was bringing her home. He was overseas. I said, oh, okay, I'm looking forward to meeting her. He was like, Mom, could you please be on your best behavior? I said, what do you mean? Just like Daonte's mom, he was like, Mom, could you be nice? I'm like, I'm always nice. He was like, Mom, don't be you. Just be that other you. So I was like, wow. He goes, because I said, okay. So when they got home, so I said, okay, I'll pick you up at the airport. He was like, no, she's already nervous. He said, we're going to take a cab to the house. I said, okay. So I was at his house. I was waiting for him to come home. I opened the door. The first thing she says is, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I said, girl, I like you already.
Come on in, honey.
Come on into my son's home. I'm serious. Nathan's the same way. When he met, his first wife, no offense to Justin, I told him, hell no. Hell to the no, 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 no. I said, the motherfucker's crazy. That's what I said. He didn't listen. He found out the motherfucker crazy. I know I'm crazy, but I know how to deal with my crazy. She crazy, don't know how to deal with her crazy. So again, he didn't listen. He learned his lesson, so now he's happy. When my other son said, oh, I want to marry so-and-so, I said, the hell you don't. He was like, no. I said, well, if you wanted to marry her, you wouldn't even call me. So that was a no-no. So then when I met the wife he has now, they came from Japan. Matter of fact, I picked her. Let me tell you, he came home one time. He showed me a picture. It was 3 girls on this picture. He goes, I said, who is that one? And he told me, I said, yep. I said, that's the one you're going to marry. He was like, no, she's 4 years younger than me. I said, that's the one you're going to marry. I drove to Dallas, Fort Worth to pick them up at the airport. And when I saw her, I said, oh my God. He was like, shut up. I said, oh, and he proposed to her in the airport before I picked him up. And they've been happily married for 10 years. So, yes, I'm a good picker. I picked Shamara for Nathan, too. I've been telling him, you should be with her. You should be with her. I picked her, too. They won't bring no damn women here that their mama don't like because it'll be hell. My son's going to be quite well. No. No. And I'm telling you, no. No. It won't work. I'm going to have to disown some sons. Ain't no damn prison bitch coming in here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I mean, I just think her family reacted pretty typically the way that most families that were brought up a certain way would, and that's just not something that's going to be acceptable for them. The mom said she didn't even want to meet her.
You don't even want to meet him. Here's the thing: so she was in a relationship that was abusive. It took her years to tell them. Okay, so you just got out of that relationship. Now you're dating someone who's in prison. He's been in there for 3 years, I think 3 years. Okay, she's already lying. She's telling them that he's paroling to his dad's house. No, he's not. He's paroling to her house. Mm-hmm. But something's going to happen because I think he's lying to her. I don't think they're going to make it even 3 days.
Yeah, I think he's lying to her too about
he's something. He's lying to her.
But is she the one where we saw the preview where she's like, something's wrong?
Yeah, something's wrong. So even the dad said, he wants somebody that can take care of you. Why do you feel the need to want to take care of somebody else? Her sister's sitting there like, I don't know if that was her brother or a cousin sitting over on a stool, but I don't know what party they're at. Because any party for somebody that age, we got family reunion playing. We playing Marvin Gaye. We got James Brown going. There was no music. Everybody's just sitting around. There's no dominoes on the table. Nobody's playing spades. I don't know what kind of damn party they were at. We do that at funerals.
In a party until she made that announcement and they all turned the music off and it was kind of a downer. Maybe she busted the party.
Okay, what did you think about what Black Lavender said? Because I don't know what Britney does. Have they said what kind of work she does yet?
I don't believe so, that I can remember. She looks like she's been on some very nice vacations. I
take nice vacations too. Okay, Ann.
I'm just saying. She now has the funds to visit nice places, it looks like. I don't know.
She's driving a damn what's that car she's driving? What is that thing called? That car.
I don't know.
It's a Chrysler or something. It's supposed to look like a Bentley. I forgot. What's this called?
Oh, that Chrysler. I think I know what you're talking about, and I might
Yeah, that's the car she's driving. She don't even have a Mustang like Stan. So they want to know, why can't she be with a normal person? You know, and then she said that Ray makes sure that she's taken care of and she's good. How the hell is Ray doing that? Does Ray have drug money stashed somewhere?
Ray is totally different. Well, that remains, and I'm not saying people can't be rehabilitated. I do believe they can, and that I just feel like if you're, maybe the abusive relationship took a toll on her and she feels like this is safe. Again, you know, you have someone that you're their whole world when they're in prison and she's getting attention. He hadn't had a chance to do anything terrible to her because she's, I don't know. He's saying all the right things. He has all day to think about what the right things are to say. And, you know, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's what it is. A Chrysler 300 or 500. That's what. Oh, damn. Okay, we got a child abduction alert. An Amber Alert, Brownsville, Texas.
Oh, no.
2012 Brown Kia Optima. Okay, I'll check that out. I'm serious, but it's an Amber Alert. It's a child missing.
Check
that out. So, you know, you're sitting there talking with this man is making sure you're okay, and he's making sure that you're good, but you're putting money on his. She spent like 20-something thousand too on his goddamn jailbird.
She's gonna. I don't know. We haven't met him yet. Maybe I feel like she has a bad picker, and I've been guilty of having a bad picker myself. So I sympathize. I hope it works out for her. She seems nice.
Okay, here's the thing. He's in federal prison in Beaumont. There's only one.
Mm-hmm.
An ex-family member was at that same prison in Beaumont. It's a federal prison. So he must have did some, he did day-to-day. Something is weird. He's at a federal facility. He's not at a state prison. He's at a federal facility.
So that means he crossed state lines or something like
that. Yeah,
that.
let me look at this charge. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me look at this charge again. Possession of narcotics with intent to distribute. Yeah, he had to cross state lines. That's federal, and he's at a federal facility, and I pass it every time I'm going to Lake Charles. I mean, he is right off of I-10. So it's big thing. He's at that federal facility in Beaumont.
Heidi, are you married?
Girl, be quiet. Why do you want to put that on me?
Because I'm just saying, you have a whole dating pool right by your house. If you pass that facility, you can.
Girl, I have a prison up the street from me when my son used to work before he worked overseas. After he came out the Air Force, now he's a special agent. I've got another prison where my boyfriend worked. He was a lieutenant over there at the prison where they do in Huntsville, where they have all the death row inmates at, but he was right there in Conroe, right past Conroe. That's where they house all the death inmates for execution in Huntsville. And I used to tell him, okay, they're getting ready to execute so-and-so next week. Can you get him to autograph something for me, please? So he was like, I can't do that shit. Hi, Yvette. Welcome, baby. No, I'm good. I don't need to date no ex-prisoners. And if you tell me you were in jail, I'm like, huh? I'm going to be looking up your record because I want to know what the hell you went for and why am I just fine? No. No. I get everything out. Okay, so you have any kids? You ever been married? Why not? Okay, so you got 2 kids but never married. Is it by the same woman? Oh, okay. All right. So how far apart are these kids? So where do you work? How long you been there, girl? I get all them questions out quick, fast, and simple. I'm gonna know everything about you before we even go. Eat probably on the second date if we go on one. I'm gonna know everything. And the first thing I do is I meet you. I don't let you pick me up. I want to see what you're driving, how you look, and then you never come to my house. I'll go to your house first before you ever come to my house. And then when I'm at your house, everybody's gonna know where I'm at because I'm gonna text them the address to let them know where I'm going. And then we go. You want to drink? No, I just want you to come by and say hi. Come on, let's go. Where are we going? And we get the hell out. But I go by and I check the bathrooms. Gotta be nosy. Gotta check everything.
What would you do if you found Nicolle Jr. in somebody's house?
Girl, I'm gonna tell you what I did one night. So I went to meet this guy at his house, and he was acting really weird, right? I told him I was going outside to smoke a cigarette. He went to the back. I grabbed my purse, I grabbed my keys, I got in my car, and I drove off. And he kept calling and kept calling. I finally blocked him. That's how you handle that. He was acting weird. I didn't like the vibe. I said, "Oh, I just gotta go out." I said, "Can I just smoke the cigarette?" And then when I went, and then he was in the back, I grabbed my purse and my keys, and I jumped my ass in my car. And I always park on the street. I don't park in nobody's driveway.
That's good.
Quick getaway.
You don't
and
know.
If I park in the driveway, I'm backing in, so I can pull. I ain't gotta wait. I'm pulling straight out.
That's good.
I'm telling you. But I tell you what. So, Lily, out of all of this, what do you think about Britney and Ray?
Britney and Ray, I don't know enough about Ray yet. We've just seen pictures. We haven't. I think her family. I don't.
She's already lied to her family. She's been hiding him now for 9 months. You haven't met him yet. Because when you haven't met him, she didn't say she met him. Did she say she's visited him? She met him on social media. I've never heard her say she's visited him. She's been dating him for 9 months. He's paroling to your house. You don't know this man.
Yeah, that's so dangerous.
Why not let him parole to his daddy's house? God, I hope he don't live in his neighborhood. But why don't you let him parole to his dad's house? Get to know him.
Yeah, it's a little fast, and he's obviously that was his agenda, because I mean on his end too. Why that's risky for him? He had maybe going to someone else's house is not an option, and he needed to hurry this up and said the right things or whatever. So
he's got his dad's house. So here's my thing. He's got his dad's house. Did he put his dad's name on the parole papers? Because if that's the case, every time they say they're going to come, he's going to have to come from where she's at, which I was trying to look at her apartment complex with a townhouse where she's at to see exactly what she's in or to see if I can recognize a street sign. But because you got to tell people where you're paroling to. Your parole officer needs to know where you're going to be at.
So I think that he's told the parole officer it's her house. That's my understanding. But my thing was that maybe he has burned bridges with his family, and that's not an option for him to parole there. And he knew he needed somewhere to go.
Well, we're going to find out. But so how long do you give them?
I'll have to see more. I think he's going to be on behavior for a little while, and then I think it's been horrible. I don't see them making it through.
Okay, because look, so you don't see them making it at all?
I don't see them making it through the season. I think he's going to be on. I'm going to say 6 months, maybe.
6 months. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to next week, Lily. I really am. It looks like it's going to get interesting. Everybody is coming out of jail. So if you want to, you're more than welcome to come back next week and we can do it. But guys, I want to let you know I pulled the sentencing order and memorandum. It's a full 26 pages. So I'm going to go through it. I pulled the thing for Derek Chauvin. I pulled it. I have the documents and everything. So I'm going to get it, and we can go through it one day and discuss it. But I pulled all the pages because when the judge says that he wrote it instead of going through everything, he followed the sentencing guidelines. He's attached the sentencing guidelines to the paperwork. So I pulled it. I sent it to my email. I'm going to print it up, but I have it here. So it was already on file. So I have the sentencing order, have the guidelines, and I have all of his what he went by, all of his notes. So yeah, I pulled it. I pull everything, girl. I love reading documents. Look, I love reading documents. So I have it, and I'm sending it to my email, but I pulled it. I had to download it and everything. So yeah. So what did you think about that verdict, Lily?
I am not familiar with what you're talking about, to be very honest.
Derek Chauvin and George Floyd, he got sentenced yesterday.
I didn't see that they got sentenced yesterday. What was the verdict?
Well, I know because you were playing drinking games, which I want to play that game. But yeah, he got sentenced yesterday.
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed I didn't hear the verdict. What did it say?
He got 22 and a half years.
I think from what I've seen that is, I'm glad he got a punishment. 22 years is, it can't bring anyone back. At least he's doing time, hopefully.
Well, I need you to go watch. I need you to go watch his mother's impact statement. That's what you need to see. I need you to watch his mother's.
I will.
But the prosecution was asking for 30 years. He got 22 and a half years. So I'm going to go through. And yes, Heidi, I pulled it. I checked. It was there. So I pulled it. So he said instead of going through everything, he put them all in a memorandum. And I pulled it and I have it. So I'm going to go through and read it to see how did he come up with the 22 and a half years, because there were extenuating factors in everything.
I would be interested.
Yes, he's only going to serve 15 with good behavior. But let's not forget, he's got a federal charge pending for George Floyd and the 17-year-old too. So he will stand trial at a federal, he's standing trial at a federal trial. He's going to have a federal trial because he did the same thing he did to George Floyd that he did to a 17-year-old a couple of years before. So he's got federal charges now as well.
God.
So whether he gets out in 15 years in that, they're gonna roll that federal sentence. If he's convicted, that's gonna be added on to it. So for federal, you do day for day. There is no, good behavior. You do day for day. Day for day.
Yeah, why not spend 100? Yeah, he murdered happened, and 15 years is not enough for that.
Yeah, so but I pulled it because Heidi asked me about it, and I told her I didn't think it was there, but after I got off the phone with her, I checked. It wasn't there Friday when I checked. It was like maybe an hour after that, but it was there today when I checked. So I pulled it, and I sent it to my email. I'm gonna pull it out.
I can't believe I missed that yesterday.
What do you mean? You do get, since when you get good behavior in federal prison? I'm only saying that because my ex, not calling his name, but he and his friends went on a RICO. When I say his family is rich, they're rich. I guess he wanted little excitement. He had 10 years. He did day for day.
God.
In federal. Day for day. He did day for day. There was no, and they offered him a deal. They didn't want him. They wanted the other guys, but he wouldn't roll over on them. So he did 10 years, day for day. And at that time, we were already divorced. I was in Houston when they did the big bust because they were moving stuff in 18-wheelers and racing cars. So they were transporting. I don't mean little stuff. I mean big stuff. Yeah, day for day. He did 10 years, day for day. So I'm going to have to look that up to see if they get Yvette. You're in the chat. I'm going to have to look and see if that's changed. But federal, you normally do day for day. But I'm going to check that out. Thank you for letting me know that, Moni. I'm going to look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Hi, Dorothy, sweetie. I saw you sneaking in here. But anyway, what else? Lily, what are you going to be up to? I mean, are you still doing your podcast?
I don't know. I'm sticking a toe back in. It's probably going to be Katie. I think Lily's retiring, and it's just going to be Katie from now on. And
Well, I wasn't going to call the real name, but okay. So, do you think you want to go back and do the podcast, or do you want to go back and start doing some stuff on YouTube? Because you were really doing a great job.
Thank you. I don't know. I think I don't think I'm going to do anything for a month or two, and then just see what happens. And if I know it's going to be something much different than what I was doing, I made a lot of mistakes and was going through some things. It'll be different than what I do like doing things like this.
I love having you on. I'm glad you're here. And like I said, if you want to do it next Friday, we can do it right. I try to get people to look at the episode because what I did last Friday, I was so excited. I went 45 minutes after it went off. I kind of like doing it that way too. After it goes off, it's fresh, but I mean, if you want to come back and do it again, you can come back and do it again. And maybe sometimes you might want to come up and just have cocktails with me and Debbie. We have a good time, girl. We just laugh. But I do want Kendall though. I definitely want Kendall.
I'll get Kendall up here sometime. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I know he doesn't watch Love After Lockup. When I was
I'm talking about for a Heidi After Dark because Kendall had me rolling last night. Guys, if y'all haven't met Kendall yet, y'all can't wait. But I'm going to have Don Natty on, and we're going to discuss all of his latest interviews, especially the one with the guy that was married to the dolls and having sex with the dolls. But we're not going to show any video. We're just going to discuss his crazy interviews he's been having lately. So... So I'm gonna have Don come up. Yeah, he and I, because he's talking about let's do it. I said not today. I already got something scheduled. So let's hope we can do it tomorrow on Monday. I already had something scheduled. But I'm gonna check this out because Moni York just said she retired, she retired a few years ago, and she's saying that they did. Curtis. Oh, I said his name. Anyway, he did 10 years, day for day. Day for day, he did 10 years. That's what his sentence was, and that's what he did. 10 years, day for day.
Wow. That's
okay. She said she was a corrections officer. Ooh, ooh, so you didn't lose your job? You weren't playing with the inmates like Psycho was, like Courtney was? She didn't fall in love with an inmate. Okay.
Lieutenant Courtney.
Yes. Now, Judge Joe Brown was on Don Natty's YouTube, right? Girl, I went in on Judge Joe Brown. We were talking about Britney Spears, and he was like, well, she needed conservatorship. I said, well, shit, everybody in Hollywood that's ever had a mental breakdown or drug issues need to be under conservatorship as well. Then he's talking, he's 74, about how he likes to get it up and what kind of women he likes. So I'm like, he said he's divorced now. I said, so is that before or after you were in a hotel lobby flirting and drunk? The video went viral. Dom never asked that question. I did.
Yes, Judge Joe Brown's a dirty dog.
Oh my God. Did you see that video with him in that hotel lobby?
I haven't seen it.
Drunk ass was stop trying to pick up on this young woman. Oh my God.
I can't wait to look. I'm going to look that up tonight.
Okay, so Moni's retired due to injury. Okay, so she didn't fall in love with an inmate and she didn't get sentenced to 60 days in jail, nor is she on 2 years probation. That girl fucked up her whole career. She fucked up her whole career. She really did. Behind that.
Now she has a record. She can't, not her life, I guess.
Oh, she's a pressure washer now. A pressure washer, yes. So she got... That's what
she went from a lieutenant to a pressure washer.
Yep. That's what she went to.
Well, I guess that's a way he can have a job too if he works for her. Does she have she have her own business, or is she working for someone else?
I don't know. They said pressure washer. Maybe she's having her own business. But can you tell them about this drinking game you were playing last night? Because that was so much fun. What's the name of the game?
It's called These Cards Will Get You Drunk. And you just play it, and you just pick one, and the goal is to just get drunk. And I think that we succeeded.
Yeah, y'all succeeded because I don't know if you went back a third time, but by then I had passed out. So, because I was playing right along with you guys.
It's
well,
fun.
Y'all got up and y'all did y'all dance. I love it. It was a fun game. I can see us playing that party game. I can see all of my friends doing that party game. That shit would be so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. And then my neighbors next door this morning, they were like, next time y'all are singing karaoke or whatever you were doing, we want to play. I was
like, yes, Moni, you can. Let me give you I'm trying to remember my damn. Hold on, Moni. I'm gonna give you my number. I have a Google number. I'm trying to find it, girl. Or just hit me in my DMs on IG. It's HBlack43, and then I'll give you my number from there because I have to find it. I have a Google number too. Yeah, I love all kind of drinking games. I really do. And we play beer pong. But what we do is we fill the cups with water instead of the beer. Mm-hmm. Because the balls fall on the ground and stuff. So we fill the cups with water. And then we have tequila. We got all the little cups around the table. So we call it beer pong, but it's water pong. But we got tequila that we're drinking.
That sounds fun too.
So that's what so that's what we do. But Lily, I want to say thank you for coming up. So what else? What else you want to talk about? Is there anything else you want to talk about, sweetie?
No, just that thank you for having me, and I hope thank you for having me. That's it.
I want you to watch Me, You, and My Ex. Have you watched that?
I haven't. I'll check it out though, because I've heard a lot about it.
Watch that show. Me, You, and My Ex. Watch that show. Watch the show. And then let me know what you think about it. Also, do you want to tell people, guys, tell them about Tracy while you're here so they'll know.
Tracy has had, I said a baby boy because that's what I thought she said. She corrected me. And if you guys watch the clip of the live, she mouthed the word boy, I think. So I don't know if she was trying to trick us, or maybe she was under the anesthesia cell or something. But she sent me a message and she was like, I had a girl. But
yeah, that's what I thought it was, a girl. I thought she said, because I don't know if you remember, but when she was on, it was on Amzi's live, she kind of accidentally said it. She said she already has a boy and he might be upset because it's a girl. And then she caught herself. She had a girl.
Yeah, she did. And but when she at the camera, somebody asked her what if she had a boy or a girl, and she was like, it's a boy. She mouthed it. So she had a baby girl, and she and the baby girl, when I talked to her yesterday, they were both healthy. And she, and I was looking at some articles today, and they were talking about how she looked rough. Y'all give her a break. She had a C-section hours ago.
Yeah, she had a C-section. Trust me, you don't look your best. You're waking up. They don't cut. I don't know where they cut her at. I've had 3. That is the most excruciating pain, just any kind of movement. And if they're giving her the morphine, like I was telling you, tell her to have them change it, because that's why she's nauseous every time. And I told them before I had my last surgery, I can't have morphine. Are you allergic? No, just can't have it. Mm-hmm. I was refusing to hit the pain pump. So I guess they gave it to me. I think my sister hit it, but when they came in and they stood me up, I decorated the whole floor. I cannot have it. It makes me throw up. It gives me a headache. But I'm glad she had company. She is. I'm so happy for her. She's got a little girl. I'm so happy for her. But yes, tell her I said congratulations. And I know she's probably not looking at any IGs or anything else, but please let her know I said congratulations.
I will. I will check on her, but I'm sure she's resting. She said she'd be in the hospital for 2 or 3 days, but I sent her a message today just saying I hope you were well and everything. She hadn't responded, but I'll message her tomorrow.
Okay, when are you going to go to Vegas now that you can? When are you going to go to Vegas to actually spend some time with her face to face?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't have a lot of travel plans right now. I've got some time I need to make up at work and stuff because I've had to take a lot of time off this year, and eventually I will do that. I would love to meet Tracy in person.
Okay. So, getting back to your podcast. So you don't think you're going to do that anymore? Or are you just going to be Katie instead of Lily?
I don't know. We'll see. I do like doing it. There's part of me that does like doing it, but it would just be, I would be a little bit more, there's a lot of things I would do differently this time. So I'm going to have to think about that.
Okay. So tell me one of the interviews that you had, which you consider to be a really good interview. I know you've interviewed a lot of people, Lily. So give me one of your interviews that you had on your podcast that you found to be really interesting.
The one that I was proud of was on the audio podcast, Red Flags Make Cute Scarves. And it's still up there on Apple Podcasts or wherever, but with Faith Stowers from Vanderpump Rules and what she experienced on the when that was the one. It was actually mentioned in the New York Times and stuff. I worked really, when she said the things she said, I thought, oh my God, this is huge. And I hadn't talked to anybody. It was like the 4th or 5th interview I'd done, and I was really proud of that one.
Yeah, now Faith is the black chick that Stacy and all of them wanted to called the police on. So you like that one. So were you shocked by the things she was telling you?
I was, and she was I was shocked by the things she was telling me, and she made me think of it in a different perspective. There were some things that she said, because at one point I said, when she was talking about her experience, I said, what she said really resonated with me, because I said, well, do you think they were being racist, or do you think that they were just being bitches? And she said, if you have to question that, it's not every black person's job to educate you on what is racist and what is not. And
oh my God. I just talked to Dr. Melanie about this the other day. Have you been watching The Real Housewives of New York?
Yes.
Okay. I said the same thing about Ebony.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get what she's doing, but it's like every episode they're beating me across the head with your blackness. Mm-hmm. I need you to stop it. You made your point, but it's not my job to educate you. If you have to question it, there's a problem there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what she made me think about. And I thought, okay, like I need to, there's some things I don't consider myself racist, but there are some things that I obviously needed to be educated on. And that's one of them. Like, it's not, if I'm sitting here having to say, do you think it was racist or were they just being bitches? Like, I just answered my own question. If there's a question, it probably, she was experiencing racism. I was
trying to figure out what happened and why she didn't come back, because I kind of liked her. But again, let's go back to the wigs. We needed to call Portia for some go naked hair. Seriously. So I did like her on the show. They were showing a little, but the guy that actually runs Pump, the black guy, the manager over there, he's really there. He's really the manager over there. He's a really nice guy. I met him when we went to Pump. So she has a lot of diversity in her restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
What surprises me of the people that she has on the cast, because they're not showing the diversity that's there.
Yeah.
And the only time Sheen and them are there is when they're filming. Other than that, the only one that really works there is her son and
mm-hmm.
Peter.
Mm-hmm.
They Peter really work. Yes, he works at SIR. So when you go to the restaurants, you see a lot of diversity. They just don't show it on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when
They
I went,
said there wasn't a lot of diversity, period.
No, at Pump there is. At Sir, the night we were there, no. At Pump there is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Tom Toms, haven't been there. I know in her restaurant in Vegas, Vanderpump Gardens, there's diversity there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, good.
So, Sir, no, I didn't see any black waiters or waitresses or anything at Sir, but I did see them at Pump. Yes.
Okay. Well, my friend actually just walked in the door, K2. She just got off work, so I probably need to drop down.
Yep, so K2, I said hi. I enjoyed watching you guys last night. But I will talk to you later, and thank you. But watch that show for me. It's called Me, You, and My Ex.
Going to. You and My Ex.
I love that blanket too. Bye, Lily.
See how sunburned I am? Oh my God. Okay, bye guys. Thank you for having me.
Bye, guys. Okay, so guys, that was Lily. Lily, she was Tracy's manager. I don't know if she still is or not. But I spoke on her last night, and she wanted to come on and do a recap with me. I'm glad she did come. This episode, it was okay. It wasn't what I expected. Next week, it should be really, really good. So I'm going to get Dom on sometime this week. He wanted to go tonight, and that was a no-no. And then waiting for Ari to get me back with a time. You know, Thursdays, we have Debbie on, is cocktails. I'm going to set a time so we can go through this memorandum for George Floyd. We're going to look at it. I'm going to put it up on PowerPoint for you guys so we can see it. And let's see. I think that's it. KK, I'm so happy to see you, but I want to say bye. I'm going to play I got to play my music one more time for everybody that hasn't heard it yet. And then I'm going to get out of here, but I want to play my song because Red Hot did her thing on this. That's our show for tonight. I don't know if AT2 is going to go live tonight or not. I don't know if Yvette's going to go live or not. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I love it. I love it. I'm a diva, baby. I love that song. Red Hot Unfiltered did that for me. And I love it, love it, love it. She said, what do you want? I said, make it something sassy. And she made it sassy. KK, you still owe me a commercial too. I need an updated commercial with your new products. KK has her own cosmetic line, guys. And I used to run KK's commercial. Matter of fact, I still have it. So guys, okay, stay there. I'm going to play KK's commercial real quick.
Hey everyone, are you looking for the perfect loose glitter or the perfect metallic loose pigment? Well, look no further. You can find all of that beautifulness at kkcosmetics.com. We have anything from loose glitters, loose pigments. We have brushes to apply it with. We have eyeshadow primers. We have eyeliner mixing drops. You can find all that at kkcosmetics.com. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner. It doesn't matter if you're a professional makeup artist. We have products for everybody. And if you have any questions at all, you can always hit the Let's Chat button and you can reach me there, and I will be happy to answer any questions you have on any products that we offer. And today I am wearing Space Clouds. Now this is a loose metallic pigment, and you just apply it over a eyeshadow primer. And look at just how gorgeous this is. It's beautiful. So if you want that nice, beautiful splash of color, of metallic, just sparkle, it's for anyone. Anybody can wear this. You don't have to go all out. and, you know, have glitter everywhere. You can just apply a little, or you could go all out like my eyes are, because that's just what I like. But just remember, glitter is for everybody. We're always adding new products to the website, so definitely stay tuned. And
yeah, that's it. Glitter is for everybody. I love it. KK, you owe me a new commercial. So yes, her makeup is on point. Yes, she's very beautiful. So again, KK is going to send me a new commercial. She's got some beautiful things. She's on IG. KK, can you type in your IG link? But KK's on IG. She's on Facebook. She has her own website. I'm going to put her link in the description too. I'm going to do that after I get off of here. But KK she has wonderful product lines. So guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for rocking with us. And I am going to go eat me some fajitas and have a good evening. Love you guys. Bye.